guys, I'm Deja and I'm back, and today I'm going to talk about my Bizzy planner and how to fill it out. Here it is. Okay, so I created it a couple months ago. I just launched it. I just got it in stock, and it's been a lifesaver. I've been using it for about 7 months now, and I don't see myself stopping because it has helped me slow down my crazy long work schedule. I was working really long hours, and I was constantly neglecting my self-care and my health. And so this has helped me really schedule things that I need to do into my weekly schedule. So I'm going to share with you some of the things that I do on a weekly basis, and every week I do change some of my routines. It all depends on what you're going through, your health. Like if you're sick, you're going to take extra vitamins maybe. So this is the main part of the planner. But in the beginning, you do have your goal setting. And this is a 90-day planner, and it's very small and lightweight. And I did that on purpose because I tried other planners and they were just way too big and bulky, and I constantly left them at home because I hated carrying really heavy purses. And I wanted something small and simple, something that I would not have an excuse for leaving it at home, because this really helps me remember things that I need to get done, because I'm scatterbrained. I multitask way too much and I lose track of everything. Okay, so you got your simple monthly calendar. It's undated. The whole thing is undated, so you can start whenever you want. You have your goal setting for the month. I have 5 things you can decide choose a goal on. You choose how many days you want to do it for the month, for the 4 weeks. What your goal is, say work out 10 times, right? So 10 days of working out, and then you get to choose a reward, like maybe you get yourself a cheesecake. Down here, you have 2 sections for bigger goals if you want. These are optional. So for example, say you want to cut out sugar. So your 5 steps to cutting out sugar. Say you're going to throw away all the sugar in your house. You're going to stop going to Starbucks, or like all the little steps you're going to take. You don't have to use this. Sometimes I use it and sometimes I don't. And down here is just things you want to work on for the 4 weeks. So maybe it's your fitness, or maybe it's your mindset, or maybe it's whatever. Okay, that's up to you. I have little circles in my calendar, and that's because if you're one of those people like me who kind of follows the moon phases, you can draw your full moons and your new moons in there. Okay, now let's get to the meaty part. Since everyone starts their weeks on different days, like I start my weeks on Mondays, I have my Monday through Sunday up here. I have my goals right here. This is how many times during the week I want to do this. And here I write my morning list, my day list, and my evening list. As you can see, my mornings have been going pretty well. I've been doing really, really great on meditation and stretching, things I never thought I had time for. I constantly was saying, like, one day I'll have time to meditate, one day I'll have time to do yoga. Who has time for that kind of stuff? And I was just busting my ass working so hard. And then I realized I was really just missing out on life and completely degrading my body to get to that point. And unfortunately, that was the wrong kind of mindset. That's something you really have to prioritize now. And people told me that over and over, and I still kept going back to my regular routine and overworking, and it finally just hit me. I was like, okay, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try to really put myself first thing in the morning and see how it goes. And it's like that routine stuck with me for how long now? Well, a few months, okay? Few months. I've been really getting better and better every single month. On the right, you have your little weekly calendar. If you're waiting for a package, you have an appointment, if you have a date, girls' night, whatever you have, you put up right here in the calendar. And down here, you have your to-do lists. These are things you have to do, your priorities, but these are things that you really want to do. This is your self-care, okay? This is what you want to make more time for, less time for, because that's where I was. Okay, so I break these down into personal and work, right? So my personal stuff, like laundry, sending emails out, and this is my work. I have like technically 2 jobs. I have my freelance job and I have my business, and I like to put my freelance stuff here because I kind of do put them first before my business because I can work on my business anytime. And as a bonus, I added a weekly gratitude sheet and a weekly wins. So every day you're going to come here and you're going to write what you're grateful for. And then at the end of the day, you're going to write what your biggest win of the day was. And this really helped me feel productive because I'm one of those people who has way too much on my plate in an unrealistic way. And I think I can get so much more done. And then at the end of the day, I feel burned out, but still feel like I haven't completed my long to-do list. This really helps me pull out one thing that I did do that day and focus on it, and it makes me feel lighter. Like, okay, at least I got that done, and that's my big win, and I'm going to focus on that rather than all the things I did not get done. And then it starts over, and that's how simple it is, okay? I fill it out every Sunday because my week starts on Monday. You could do it on Monday, but I actually really get excited when I finish on a Sunday, and I finish like in the evenings, and I see how it's all filled out. I get really excited to fill out my next page, and I'm really surprised that I've stuck with it because I've tried other planners and I gave up after a month or two. And that's really one of the reasons was because they were big and bulky, but the other reason was because it would have too much for one day, like one giant page layout for one day, and it asked you way too many questions to fill out, like what's today's goals and what do you want to work on today and what's your to-do list today, what's your habit. That's a lot of writing every single day. I don't have time for that. That's why I called it the Busy Planner. I'm too busy for that. I had to get something very simple and to the point. So if you want to try it out, go check out my website. It's really affordable, and really, what is your health worth to you? Or feeling lighter, feeling balanced, feeling like you've got all these extra hours in a day. Because my life has changed, guys. I am not as stressed out as I used to be, and I really do prioritize myself now. Like, I'm important, more important than all the other stuff I was doing first thing in the morning. You know, all the other things that I was doing, taking care of everyone else, putting everyone else before me, before doing me, you know. So that's my Busy Planner. I really hope that this helps out whoever wants to fill it out and doesn't know how. Oh yeah, I promise to share with you what I write in my planner. So first thing in the morning is meditation. Now you could break this down into other ways. I do it morning, day, and evening because it helps me focus on this part in the morning, and then during the day I will check this part, and then in the evening I will actually check this. And then as you finish things, you cross them off. I probably forgot to mention that. After I meditate, I like to stretch my body. After that, I'll write my gratitude. After that, I will go take my wheatgrass shots, which I've also been doing really, really well with. Like, the more you keep doing the same thing, the more it becomes a habit, and the less you end up needing the planner. But I still use my planner. I still can't remember everything because that's a long list for myself, of course. I started doing matcha in the morning. I shake it up with sweet almond milk, warm it up, shake it up, and I drink that. It's supposed to be very, very high in antioxidants. I also do celery juices once or twice a week, only because they're kind of time consuming, but I do like them now. I did not like them at first. During the day, I like to teach my son how to read and do some schoolwork with him. I like to avoid soda, but that doesn't always go well. I do try to eat a healthy meal like vegetables, which I don't usually love, but I do remind myself here to eat something healthy. Vitamins. For some reason, I always forget to take my vitamins, and that's on my list, and I swear to you, that's the only way I remember to take them is because I check my planner midday right after I eat or eat lunchtime. Nature walk. I do like to remind myself to get out of this freaking house once in a while because I will sit here all day. To sing and dance. I want to remind myself to do something fun once in a while, and I used to love dancing. I want to start doing that again. I'm getting older now, and I feel kind of sad that all I do is work now and I don't really have enough fun. Okay, for some reason my video stopped recording and I freaked out. I thought it wasn't recording at all, but it actually just stopped like 30 seconds ago. So we're going to move on to the evening routine. In the evening, I love to journal. It completely helps me clear and clarify things that are going on in my head, which is like a bunch of wires that are just tied in knots. That's what my brain feels like sometimes. And when I sit down and I journal and I write stuff out, it completely declutters everything. I get clarity, and I love doing it. So it's something I don't want to forget to do. I want to make time for it. So journaling, reading. I love to read before bed or even in the bathtub. I have to really remind myself to do that. Again, watch a movie. I don't do that often enough, to be honest. I love watching TV, but I don't make enough time for it. So at least once a week, I want to watch a movie. Visualize. I love visualizing. It puts me in a higher vibration. It helps me clarify what I want. It helps it feel real. It helps to motivate me. And it has always worked for me if you haven't watched my visualization video. So I love to visualize about my goals. Affirmations. I recorded an MP3 where I have affirmations that I say to myself, like what I'm grateful for, what I love, my current reality, and I love to listen to it, and it calms me down. Again, it's very similar to visualization. It's just really good to do before bed. I also track my weight, but you don't have to do that. I mean, that's just something I'm doing for whatever reason. I also like to track my moods. You don't have to use stickers. You can just use a pen. If you don't have time to use stickers, I don't always have time to do this. I usually just use pen. It doesn't always look like this. It'd be nice though. But that is it. Okay, that is not it. At the end of 4 weeks, after you do that weekly routine, for 4 weeks, you have your monthly review. And over here, you've got the biggest thing you're grateful for, right here. You've got your biggest accomplishment over the 4 weeks. So for me, it would be the fact that I freaking meditated every single day. Biggest challenge. That I still don't make time to watch movies, maybe, and that I don't read enough. So when you go on to planning your next month, you could say things to work on. Watch more movies. Or read more, right? Okay. So that is it. After this whole thing is 13 weeks, which is 90 days, which is 3 months. You can get 4 of these on my website and be set for the year. The people who have already started using them love them. I'm really glad that it's helping other people. So if you want to try it, go to my website and click on the Bizzy Planner. It's affordable and it's so worth it, I promise. And thanks for watching.